BCW's custom leather work provided by Green Man Leather.
Yeah, I'm sorry last minute to pull you out like this, but I'm so behind we gotta get this episode done. Oh! Jackson Jarvis! How you doing, Jackson?
I'm doing professional, of course.
What are you doing here at VCW headquarters?
I came to speak with the new president of VCW.
Oh, what about?
Regarding From Russia with Rage.
Oh, I bet you're looking to get your hands on Boris.
Of course I am. Boris destroyed my head and stopped me from my shot at the Iron Circle.
Oh, that's right. I mean, you got a serious concussion from what I hear. How you doing? You recovering?
Hi, how are you, Hutch? Nice to see you.
Okay,
professional.
Obviously not recovering as good as I was hoping. For you fans out there, not only was Rex Atkins going down south to visit some family and friends, we had a whole bunch of tag team title defenses scheduled. I was looking forward to it, but Jackson, you made the personal decision to stay here and enter the Iron Circle, get yourself a shot at the Openweight Championship, and Boris Brezhnev giving you a concussion just a few days before, so not only did you miss out on that opportunity, also all of your tag team opportunities. I'm sure you're dying to get your hands on both members of From Russia with Rage.
Absolutely. Remarkably professional is the most important thing in this man's life. And the only thing that comes close is the VCW Openweight title.
And the president has, he's confirmed you're going to have a title match at the next show, I guess?
We're still in talks, but there's a good chance. He's a professional.
All right, well, stay tuned right here. I guarantee you that's going to happen. If not next show, sooner or later, VCW Tag Team Champions Remarkably Professional going to get their hands on From Russia with Rage.
What is that ringing?
There's no ringing.
No, it's a bell. It's time to wrestle. Professional.
I think he needs a little more rest before he gets in a ring. Come on, let's go get this episode done.
All right, greetings, wrestling purists. As you can probably see, there he is. It's the D-Man, Daniel Parker, on his skateboard, bringing you another match here from the 0-1 promotion in Japan, 0-1 Pro Wrestling. There's the announcement of Daniel's name. Daniel using the name The Last Samurai, The Matrix. He's got a new t-shirt that says Last Samurai Matrix on it. There's some Japanglish for you. Get you two names, and neither of them have anything to do with each other, as far as I can tell. Maybe Daniel can explain it to us when we see him again. Hopefully he'll be back here at VCW sometime in the near future. And his opponent, here he comes, Shogun Obamato. This guy, I do not know much about him. I know that he's a long-time veteran. I know in 2008, he went to North Korea for a wrestling show there, only the second one ever, put on by Antonio Inoki back in 1995. The first one, many people have seen and know of it, with Ric Flair in the main event against Inoki. This man was there the second time they did it in 2008. That's the only thing I know about this man at the moment. Very respectful of the Japanese fans. Obviously, they know this man. I do not. Like I said, I've not seen this match either. Sometimes I have a chance to see these matches before I do the commentary, but we're going to watch this together here for the first time. Purist D-Man Daniel Parker, The Last Samurai, taking on Shogun Obamato. D-Man trying to get the fans into it, and they oblige right away. Japanese crowds, very different than American crowds. A lot of, I mean, if you're watching this kind of a program, obviously you are a big wrestling fan. You know the difference between American and Japanese crowds, North American crowds. You might even be able to tell the difference between those soccer hooligan English crowds. I mean, if you watch some ICW and Rev Pro UK, you can see these fans are pretty raucous over there in the UK, but very different here in Japan. And now that I've had a chance to watch a lot of these matches that the D-Man is sending us, I mean, you can see, look at all the older gentlemen in the front row, and everybody's very respectful. He comes out on his skateboard, and they're bowing and clapping slightly and making eye contact and respecting him. And they, of course, respect the art of pro wrestling. Locking up here. Look at this guy that Daniel is in the ring with. Obviously, outweighs him a ton here. That was a nice move into the hammerlock, trying to get it overhead wrist lock, but Shogun has the advantage with strength and weight, just powering right out of it, but the D-Man doing his best. Arm wringer there from the bigger man, Obamato. Japanese sumo-style body that he's got. Low center of gravity. We're probably going to see a lot of power moves administered if he gets his hands around Daniel. Looks like they're just playing with each other now, feeling each other out. Bit of catch as catch can. Look at that. Nice Nelson, half Nelson. Daniel rolling through, front face lock, and then another one, but he goes with the momentum. Wow, reverse chin lock here now, standing up the stronger man. Daniel can't get around back and keep his weight on top of him in behind here. Keeping that headlock cinched though. And again, the D-Man running into a brick wall here every single time with Obamato. I'll show you what it's all about, kid. Wham! There you go. Down to the canvas, and the D-Man shook a little bit. Nice slow pace here. Obamato taking his time. D-Man's just a meal to this guy. You can tell he's just taking his time, going through the appetizer here. The main course will be a little bit later as we're slowly moving in here to the power moves. So there's our first shot at some brawling here with a couple of kicks to the D-Man. Choking him out. Now this Obamato guy, obviously, whoa, look at the D-Man, great fight in the leg, trying to take him down into a submission of some sort. Whoa, wow, and a shot right to the face. This is not going to be as catch as catch can or as pretty as I was hoping it was going to be here at the beginning. Nice heel hook here from Obamato. D-Man in a lot of pain. D-Man been rolling out of a lot of moves here. But he doesn't seem to be able to roll out of this one, crawling slowly. But he's right in the center of the ring. I'd like to think this isn't going to be over here. D-Man, a tough kid, but look at this guy wrenching on the ankle. If you've never been in an ankle hold of any sort, folks, whether it's a lock or a heel hook or anything at all, a calf killer style move that AJ Styles uses, these moves are extremely painful. The Achilles tendon and things like that shoots the pain right up your leg, makes it almost impossible to move, right up into the groin area. You boys know what I'm talking about with that. That is some difficult pain to deal with, and the D-Man, now stomping right on the ankle. Nice and slow again, big, huge forearm right to the face, and the D-Man rocked, and a second one. We've only seen that one close fist where Obamato took a shot at the D-Man when he was on the canvas. Now look, he just waited for him, knew he was coming, but the D-Man tilt-a-whirls it right into a DDT. Nice one there. I don't think Obamato thought the D-Man had it in him. Was probably trying to hook him for a side slam there, sidewalk slam style, but the D-Man ran right through. Classic D-Man with the head scissors. Stop calling him D-Man. This is the Last Samurai. This is the Matrix. This is a new D-Man Daniel Parker. Nice forward jumping drop kick there. Lands center. I don't think he's going to get the big man with that, but a little more stunned than anything else. And the Last Samurai Matrix signaling to the corner, getting the fans into it, showing the pain here the bigger man has been administering on him throughout this match. To the top rope now. Oh no, and just posts it. Going nowhere. Big falling front slam. Doesn't go down with him though. Oh, and that's the reason why. Send him up for the splash. Wow, and I thought it was all over there. Just dropped him like a sack of potatoes and then mashed him. Bam, another big shot. Whoa, super kick, and it doesn't even affect him. Look at that. D-Man in behind with the crucifix. Nice and fast, though. Two. Oh, all the way over. A little too overzealous. Might have had the big man there just on shock if he had gotten it properly. Couple of big forearms off the opposite side and right into a massive lariat. D-Man cannot seem to get anything going on here. More than one or two moves. Just keeps getting clobbered by this guy, Obamato, every time. Now setting him up here for the pile driver. Oh man, this does not look pretty. Oh, ham. And it's probably all over here for the D-Man. And it is, look at that. We'll be back after these commercials.
Greetings, Pierce, and welcome back to Victory Wrestling Showcase, brought to you by Sonic Boom Records and CDs. At the top of the show, I bumped into Jackson Jarvis outside the building here. A little bit of a slow recovery from his concussion that he got from Boris Brezhnev, a member of Mysterion's newest tag team from Russia with Rage, and I can tell you he is certainly looking forward to getting his hands on them with his tag team partner Rex Atkins as soon as he is back in ring shape. But we followed that up with some more action from the 01 Pro Wrestling Company out of Japan, where the D-Man Daniel Parker, currently going by the name The Last Samurai Matrix out there, very interesting, but a match from him against Shogun Obamoto, very interesting, and we're going to see some more Daniel Parker action next week on the show. But speaking of next week, if you joined us last week on the show, some interesting stuff happening there. Mike DeRosti debuting on the VCW roster with a victory over Anthony Fiasco. A little bit of help there from Eddie Sapolucci, but I can tell you they have officially decided to team up. The next time we're going to see those two guys, Eddie Sapolucci and Mike DeRosti, they're going to be teaming up here in a VCW ring. I'm looking forward to that, and good luck to those two. But that is not the only interesting thing that happened for sure last show. The Iron Circle match. Wow, absolutely insane. Buck Gunderson battling 4 other men and submitting VCW champion Nick Watts to become the new Openweight champion, but then Goliath Ayala came out, cashed in his Super Brawl instant #1 contendership contract, and is now the official VCW Openweight champion. And a completely spent Buck Gunderson unfortunately going down to Ayala. He started off the night in the ring against Gabriel Soul. Let's go take a quick look at that victory for Buck.
I think he's put his best moves in here, and he's come out with nothing. Breaking at the 4 count, referee Nick Wilde right on top of Gabriel Soul. The Crimson Cyclone here, gonna take it to Buck Gunderson and move on to the finals.
And I gotta be honest, Hutch, you're in the office. I'm impressed by this referee. I mean, we haven't had good referees in a while, but you spent some money. This is for the Iron Man, baby.
Well, we got a new setup here, a new stage, new referees, new everything. And if we're lucky, someone's gonna take out Nick Watts and we'll have a new champ. Oh, well, did you see that? Slipped in behind. Near life experience from Buck Gunderson. Soul feeding. Soul feeding. He's going down. And look at you, you're speechless, Jay. There it is. It's over. It's over.
He got it.
Here is your winner by submission, Wild Buck Gunderson.
All right, there you go. Buck Gunderson with a heck of a victory over Gabriel Soul. A much larger man certainly took it to Gunderson, took a lot of energy out of him, but he was still able to go onto the Iron Circle, defeat 4 other men before Ayala came in and took the title from Gunderson. It was quite unfortunate. Let's go take a quick look at that.
I love Goliath Ayala. One of the greatest competitors here at VCW, Buck Gunderson, just winning the Openweight Championship, has a match set up, and Hutch Henry's has made his way down to the ring.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is for the VCW Openweight Championship. It is a Super Bowl contract #1 contenders match. First, the champion, Buck Gunderson. The challenger, Goliath Ayala. Ladies and gentlemen, let's ring that bell.
Ring the bell, Hutch Henry's calling it right here, right now. We got an Openweight challenge here tonight.
This is absolutely ridiculous.
Hey, why don't you shut up a minute with your office politics, because I'm bringing in a special guest. I'm bringing him in.
Now, the former champion, Nick Watts.
Nick Watts is here, baby. What the hell's going on, Watts?
As I said before, man, this company never wanted me as champ. They put me in a match where I couldn't win.
Oh, Buck, head first into the turnbuckle.
He raked, he pimped, he did everything that he could. That man right there, Buck Gunderson, I have no respect for. I don't like. I don't know what's going on here. What's going on with this company?
Hutch, what the hell is going on?
Well, it turns out that as long as you inform somebody before the bell, looks like Herschel let everybody know earlier that he was going to have Goliath come in and do this, so it's perfectly legal. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Big Insaguri
away from Ayala, and I've never seen that before.
I mean, I gotta say, I hate to say it, Nick Watts, but I kind of want to see Goliath Ayala win this match and win that championship, even though you got screwed by Hutch Henry's and this company.
Oh, I did not do anything.
You did. You're an office dude.
Listen, guys, I'm not taking anything away from this match. Whoever wins this deserves it, I guess. But whoever wins this has a mark, an X, a target on his back, and Nick Watts is looking right at him, and I'm looking right now at Buck Gunderson.
The near-life experience.
Near-life experience, you're right. You know, Nick Watts, you should be having an automatic rematch, but if Ayala wins, who's gonna get that rematch, you or Buck?
That's one of the best questions you've ever asked, Hutch. I don't know.
Who's gonna be the official rematch #1 contender? Hopefully Buck Gunderson can win this match.
And we got a cover right here.
No!
Goliath Ayala.
No!
Goliath Ayala is your new Victory Commonwealth Wrestling Openweight Champion.
No, come on!
Yes. Yes. This is unbelievable. We got a new Openweight Champion, and his name is Goliath Ayala.
Congratulations, Goliath. It's only a matter of time.
I'm in shock. What's Herschel doing? Herschel's putting kosher tape on the belt. Kosher tape on the belt. And they're praying to the VCW Openweight Championship. What a bunch of nonsense.
All right, there you go, folks. Goliath Ayala, officially the VCW Openweight Champion. I guess congratulations are in order, but that was not officially supposed to be his debut back in Canada. He had been in Israel for a while. He was wrestling for the UWI promotion out there, as well as filming a small movie. His debut back in Canada was supposed to be the next week down in St. Catharines for the Crossfire promotion, taking on Primo Scordino, but of course came in, used his instant #1 contendership contract, became the Openweight Champion, but when he went down to St. Catharines, he put the VCW Openweight title on the line against Primo Scordino. Let's go take a quick look at that. All right, greetings, purists. Here we are, St. Catharines. There's our official bell. Crossfire Wrestling at the American Community Center in St. Catharines, Ontario. Primo Scordino taking on the brand new VCW Openweight Champion, Goliath Ayala. And there he is taking a powder outside the ring, just like always with this guy. In fact, ad nauseum, too much. He'll do it to the point you want to leave the darn building. In fact, I think we're going to leave. I know exactly what's going on here. We'll be back. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll get you this match from Crossfire Wrestling out of St. Catharines. All right, purists, here we are back at the American Community Center in St. Catharines. Crossfire Wrestling, the VCW Openweight Championship on the line. Primo Scordino moving Goliath Ayala into the corner there. And this is going to be one heck of a match. Goliath Ayala just returning from Israel. This was his first scheduled match back in Canada, but he surprised everybody a week early, cashing in the Super Brawl contract, the instant #1 contendership contract, and taking the title from Buck Gunderson right after he won it. And there is the Rabbi Ronnie. We haven't seen him in about a year or more since Goliath Ayala beat the heck out of him, tossed him around in the back of a truck, and we haven't seen him since. Supposedly they met up in Israel at one point, and Ayala was able to convince him to come back and resume his duties here. But oh wow, there's a fake out from Ayala there and a big knee into the gut, but Scordino not having any of it, and into the far corner. Oh, ham! Big knife edge chop, and the VCW Openweight Champion feeling it here. Scordino looking to get his hands on the VCW title. That'd be great. Scordino, no stranger to VCW, has never actually wrestled a match for us, but at the Pro Show, he has been the Pro Show heavyweight champion once or twice. He's won the Battle Royal, where VCW has been and hosted in the past. He was gonna work with us last year, but instead, he went into the bodybuilding competition and did extremely well for himself. And hopefully we'll see him in a VCW ring in the future when he takes the VCW Openweight Championship here from Ayala. And there's Rabbi Ronnie again on the outside, as well as Ayala on the outside, his regular MO here. I don't know what Ronnie is doing back here with Ayala. It's nice to see him back in Canada. I know that he went off to Israel. He had all kinds of personal issues, a little bit of introspection after his problems with Ayala, but he's a simpleton, folks, in a lot of ways, and Ayala has convinced him to come back, and I've already seen him slapping him around in the back. This is not healthy for Ronnie, and I must say, it's one of the few times to see somebody back that I'm not very happy about it. I know that he does not have a license here at VCW. There's Gary Gambino, the manager of Primo Scordino, so the odds are certainly even here in this match. No official VCW manager license for Ronnie, so I don't think we'll be seeing him in VCW anytime soon, but he's going to be helping out Ayala all over Ontario. And another big knee in the corner. This match just starting to get going here at the American Community Center in St. Catharines. Oh, big boot to the face from Primo Scordino, and wham, takes down the openweight champ. Another big clothesline from the pure blood Italian. One half of the Italiano's long-standing Ontario tag team, well over a decade, with his partner Tony Carboni, stickball, the big stick ball. And there's a couple of big stick balls right to the head. Big 10 count in the corner. There's 10, and oh, Ayala taking all 10 of them, absorbing it. But obviously a little bit dizzy, doesn't know where he is, can't connect on Primo Scordino, and back to the outside again for Ayala. And poor Ronnie. There he is coddling Ayala, and Scordino's had enough of this stuff, I bet. There he goes, he's on his way to the outside. I don't blame him, I would have been out there earlier. Going after him, and oh wow! Oh no, I missed Ayala. I think Ayala threw Ronnie into Primo. Look, there he is down on the ground, poor guy. And Ayala ramming Scordino right into the edge of the apron there, my God. Big hammering forearm to the back. And now throwing Scordino into the ring, and this is what Ayala likes. Get your man off base. Oh, Ronnie, what are you doing, man? Poor guy. Get your guy off base, outside the ring. Illegal tactics. Once you get your advantage, press that advantage. This is pure Goliath Ayala tactics. We've seen it time and time again, and that is why he is the VCW Openweight Champion. Because of tactics like this, and because of the mindset of this man, because of every devious possible way. That's all he's looking at when he looks at a wrestling match. When he looks at an opponent, he looks at all their weaknesses. He looks at all the curves. He looks at all the plays. He looks at how he can get ahead any way that won't involve a physical altercation, that won't involve him pushing himself to the max. This man's not an athlete. This man has no heart. This man is a cat. And look, choking out Primo Scordino on the ropes. His first official, quote-unquote, match back here in Canada. And what's Ronnie doing there? Look, Ayala, what are you, taking a shot at Ronnie? Swearing at him there. And now taking a shot at Primo. Another illegal maneuver, the rope up into the throat. Goliath Ayala. Very proud of himself as always. And the crowd here in St. Catharines, Goliath Ayala, certainly getting under their skin. Wow, listen to the jeers from this crowd. And quite a packed crowd. Chris LaPlante, the promoter here at Crossfire. You can check out their shows. They have monthly, bi-monthly shows all over the place. They've got one coming up here soon, and you can check it out online. And speaking of coming up, here comes Gary Gambino coming up to make sure that Ronnie isn't going to get involved here. Primo out on the floor here in front of the fans. 500, 600, 700 fans here crammed in the American Community Center. Check out Crossfire Wrestling online. If you live in the Southern Ontario, Niagara, St. Catharines area, there's some amazing wrestling happening down there in St. Catharines. And bam, hometown boy here, Niagara boy, Primo Scordino, taking shots at the Openweight champion. Bam, face first into the ring apron. And Primo's starting to feel it here. And a little bit slow there getting up. The toll of this match. Up into the suplex. Scordino down, now behind. Nice O'Connor roll here. We could have a new champ. And Ayala connecting flush with the lariat. Oh, and of course, very proud of himself. How can this man be our champion? He doesn't capitalize. He wastes time. He's a big mouth. Somebody's going to take this belt off him sooner or later. Look at the win-loss record of this man. If it's not a DQ, if it's not a pair of brass knuckles, it's a loss, let me tell you. Here we go, more Ayala tactics, working the back, always working the back. Gary Gambino looking a little worried. The reason Ayala works the back is because one of his finishing moves that we don't see very often is the steamroller. Loves to get guys up on his shoulder, steamroller them either off the second turnbuckle or just with a lot of momentum. Catching the foot there, stopping his own momentum though. Oh, bam. Big right hand from Scordino, blocking again from Ayala. And a third one, there it is, connecting. It winds up, bam, right to the chops, Ayala down. Big lariat from Scordino himself, and now the tide is turned. Oh, wow. Did you see? Nice camera angle on the impact there with the shoulder block in the corner, and Scordino's going to be the new Openweight champ. I can't believe it. This is amazing. Meets him in the corner. Off the opposite side again, and bam, big boot right to the chops. Ayala doesn't go down though, wow. That'll take you down, big DDT spiking the champ. And there's Ronnie on the apron, come on. Gambino's gonna have none of that, Ronnie, watch it. This man does not fool around, he's a former wrestler and a tough SOB. And Primo Scordino's got the champ dead to rights, and oh, come on. Gambino attacking Ronnie. This is what I'm talking about, this relationship. Oh, is no good, and speaking of no good, low blow there from the VCW Openweight champion. This is our representative. Oh, 3 count here. Scordino had him dead to rights, and this is the man that represents VCW. Makes me sick. And look, he doesn't even care about Ronnie. He's hugging security instead. Doesn't care. Is he gonna go over and see him? No, ignores him. Makes me absolutely sick. Let's get out of here. All right. Well, we'll see you next week on the show. We'd like to thank all the people here that help out VCW. Without you guys, we would not be able to do what we do, so thanks so much. Join us next week. We got a whole bunch more Daniel Parker, some of the best matches yet.